Hello, we are Hunter Hunter Institute. How many unresolved mysteries in Hunter Hunter do you remember? This time, we would like to introduce 33 of them. Watch this video to remember some thrilling scenes, but also as a recap before you read the new chapters that came out in October. Please note that this video contains spoilers of the main story, including Volume 0. We will introduce the unresolved mysteries in the order of the story. Hunter Exam. Number 1. The relationship between Kurapika and the Phantom Troupe. This was mentioned at the beginning of the story, during the fight between Kurapika and Leorio, when they were on the boat on the way to the Hunter's Exam. The reason why Kurapika wants to become a hunter is to catch the Phantom Troupe, a group of bandits who wiped out the Kurta clan, except for Kurapika, 4 years ago. He succeeded in defeating a member, Uvogan, in the York New City arc, but since then, there's been no interaction between Kurapika and the troupe. Currently, Kurapika is aboard the Black Whale to take back the stolen Scarlet Eyes from Sir Raidnick, the fourth prince of the Kingdom of Kaken. But the Phantom Troupe is also on board the Black Whale to seek revenge on Hisoka for killing Shonark and Kortopi. In a bonus interview at the end of Volume 0, Togashi-sensei was asked, "What will happen to Kurapika and the Phantom Troupe in the future?" To which he answered, "All of them will die." We can't help but wonder how this will happen. Number 2. The Hermit Scroll. The Hermit Scroll was mentioned in a conversation with Hanzo during the first round of the Hunter Exam, when the rookie crusher Tompa was trying to get the hunters to drink a laxative-infused juice. He said, "Don't tell anyone, but I'm actually a ninja. I want a license so I can hunt the elusive Hermit Scroll. Rumor is, it's in a country barred to commoners." Although the Hermit Scroll has not been mentioned since then, Hanzo, who was asked by Kurapika to guard a prince of the Kingdom of Kaken, is currently aboard the Black Whale. We do not know if the mystery of the Hermit Scroll will be revealed in the future, but we wonder, what kind of scroll is it? And will it really appear in the Dark Continent in future chapters? We are all curious to see how it will relate to the upcoming storyline. Kukuru Mountain. Number 3. The family structure of the Zoldyck family that the bus guide mentioned on the way to Kukuru Mountain. The Zoldyck family has 10 members, the great-grandfather, grandfather, father, mother, and 5 siblings. But there are still many unanswered questions around this family. Who is the grandmother? Also, is the great-grandfather Maha, who suddenly appeared in the York New City arc? Or is it Zig, who went to the Dark Continent with Netero and Line? And are there more ancestors? Since only Illumi and Kaluto are currently aboard the Black Whale, we think it will be some time before the truth is revealed. But this is one of the mysteries that we will look out for. Number 4. Silva's quote, "He is my son." When Killua Zoldyck left his family, Silva told him, "Follow your own path." As Killua is about to join Gon, his mother, Kikyo, says to Silva, "We are at the most critical stage in Kill's development as head of the family." To which Silva laughs and replies, "That's exactly why we need to allow this. Don't worry, he'll be back. He is, after all, my son." We are sure you all wondered why Silva was so confident, but there's a theory that he was referring to the Nen Needle that his son Illumi put in Killua's head. During Silva's appearance in the Chimera Ant arc, it is clear that he already knew about it. But when he learned that Killua had removed it, he had an indescribable expression on his face. From this, we think that it shows that there is a link with what he had said previously. It would be interesting to see if there's an obvious meaning behind that in the future as well. Currently, Killua is traveling with Aluka and left Gon under the World Tree after healing his wounds from the battle with Neferpito. It will be very interesting to see how Killua will return to the Zoldyck family. York New City arc. Number 5. Ging's identity. The box that Mito was told to give to Gon when he became a hunter contained a recording tape, and when this was played, there was a message from a person we thought was Ging. From the recording, we understood that Ging was, at the time, on top of a mysterious giant creature. But many questions still remained, such as whether he was in the Dark Continent or whether Ging is really Gon's father in the first place. Number 6. Gon's biological mother. At the end of Jing's recording tape, the same that we just mentioned, he also says, "Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing. It's about your mom. If you want to know, just listen to me. If not..." At which point, Gon stops the recording. Then Gon says, "My mom is Mito," and the identity of Gon's biological mother remains unknown. There are several candidates for who is his mother, including Biscuit and Sembika Norton, but the identity of Gon's mother could have a significant impact on the story. Number 7. The music sheet that Melody is looking for, the Sonata of Darkness. There are 4 solo music pieces for piano, violin, flute, and harp that are said to have been composed by the Demon Lord. And if a human plays or hears them, a terrible evil will befall them. Melody's arm became horribly injured after hearing just one portion of the flute piece. And her friend, who played 1 bar of the Sonata of Darkness, lost his life. Melody is now aboard the Black Whale with Kurapika to guard the Prince of Kaken Kingdom. We believe that the Sonata of Darkness and the existence of the Demon King may have a lot to do with the Dark Continent. Number 8. Zepile's Vase. The pot that was used in the seed urn ceremony of the Kaken royal family was similar to the counterfeit vase made by Zepile that we saw in the Greed Island arc, and it caused a lot of speculation at the time. From the pot, a guardian spirit beast is created and is proof of the royal family bloodline as well as the owner's desire to take the throne. The current king of Kaken said, according to an ancient document, the first king conjured this pot inspired by worm toxin and made his children fight for the throne in the War of Succession. However, it is difficult to imagine that Zepile, who appeared in the York New City arc, will appear again on the Black Whale, which already has many characters and a lot going on. Number 9. Chrollo Lucifer's ability to teleport Nobunaga. This is still a heavy mystery, but when Chrollo Lucifer looked into the futures of the members with the ability Lovely Ghost Rider, which he stole from Naon, Nobunaga was upset with Hisoka as he had beaten Uvogen. Nobunaga didn't like the way Hisoka was behaving, and so he attempted to strike Hisoka even though they were allies. Nobunaga's attack ended in a miss, and he thought that Hisoka had teleported, but it turned out that it was himself who had teleported. Right after that, Chrollo Lucifer said, "Nobunaga, shut up for a moment," with a scary tone. At this point, Finks asked Machi, "Is that the commander's ability just now?" To which Machi replied, "I don't know what kind of ability he used." From this, it seems that this teleport ability was used by Chrollo, and we wonder if we'll ever be told what this crazy ability is. Number 10. Silva and Chrollo's Past. When Zeno and Silva fought Chrollo Lucifer, Silva said to Chrollo, "My physical ability has improved since then." Silva also said to Zeno before the fight, "Be careful, father, he steals other people's abilities." So it is clear that they have fought before. In a conversation with Gon and Leorio, Killua said, "My father killed a member of the Troupe for a job, and he complained that it was not worth the work. That's the biggest compliment you can pay to a target." He then warned us to not mess with the brigade. From all of this, there is no doubt that something happened in Silva and Chrollo's past, and this is an enigma that readers cannot wait to be solved. Number 11. In the beginning, we just wanted it. After the Phantom Troupe was revealed to be from Meteor City in the 11th volume of the book, Chrollo told the group members that he would leave tonight, but Nobunaga persisted and said, "I will find Kurapika," and did not back down. He then asked Chrollo, "Is that really an order as the leader of the group?" The next page shows a group of children, believed to be the original members of the Phantom Troupe, playing with a videotape in Meteor City. The words, "In the beginning, we just wanted it," are spread across the page. The reason behind the purpose of the Phantom Troupe's founding and what happened in their past has not yet been exposed. Greed Island Arc. Number 12. One of the top 5 Nen ability users in the world. In the Greed Island arc, when Gon revealed to Biscuit that his father is Ging Freaks, Biscuit said, "Netero told me that he is definitely one of the top 5 Nen users in the world. Who is Ging exactly, and who are the other 4 Nen users? Will there ever be a day when this mystery is unveiled?" Number 13. The makers of Greed Island. Greed Island is a game created by Ging and his friends, and its name is made up of the first letter of their names. G, Ging. R, Razor. E, Elena. E, Ita. D, Dune. L, Listo. But the rest, I, S, A, N, D, are still unknown. There are many candidates such as Ikshompe, Sambika Norton, etc. There's also a theory that the last D may be Dawn Freaks, so we are all waiting to see if it'll be confirmed in later chapters. Chimera Ant Arc. Number 14. Queen of the Chimera Ants. When the Queen of Chimera Ant first appeared, she was in a very bad shape and said, "I am deeply wounded. I must recover. I have a mission." When Illumi was talking with Hisoka, we thought that the Chimera Ants came from the Dark Continent because of what he said. Actually, I fought with an alien ant species and we collapsed together. However, the queen of the Chimera Ant is still a creature of great mystery. Number 15. Gyro. When talking about mysterious characters in Hunter x Hunter, the first one that comes to everyone's mind is Gyro. Gyro's name first appeared as a title of Chapter 203, and Chapters 203 and 204 were used to introduce Gyro. Gon and his friends were training under Biscuit and challenged Knuckle and his friends while Gyro was in the same town. Gyro was the founder of NGL, but NGL was later on destroyed by the Chimera Ants. Normally, new ants who are taken in by the Chimera Ants obey the queen, but Gyro was so strong-willed that he did not accept any of the queen's commands. Welfin and the other close associates of Gyro are seen heading for Meteor City in pursuit of Gyro at the end of the Chimera Ant arc. We wonder what will happen in the future. Since an entire chapter was dedicated to reveal his past, and we learned that Gyro wanted to spread his malice to the whole world. We can't wait for him to reappear in the future. Number 16. Kaluto's To Get My Brother Back. Kaluto is part of the Phantom Troupe and joined in the fight to defeat Chimera Ant squadron leader Zazan, who had temporarily taken up residence in Meteor City. After watching the battle between Phantom and Zazan, Kaluto says, "I won't give up. I'm used to waiting. No matter how many years it takes, I want to get my brother back." Followed by an image of the Zoldyck family's past. Who is this brother Kaluto wants to get back, and why did Kaluto join the Phantom Troupe? Number 17. Komugi Sleep Talk. 471 King. It can be read as The King Never Dies. It would make sense if this refers to the supreme leader Ming Jolik, but it is unlikely. Maybe the king here refers to King Meruem, implying that he is still alive. Number 18. Kite and Koala. Kite's crazy slot generates a random number from 1 to 9 and conjures a different weapon depending on the number. But it doesn't explain to us how Kite was able to reincarnate as a girl. His reincarnation teams up with Koala, but it is still a big mystery on how they will appear later on in the story. Chairman Election, Aluka Edition. Number 19. The cover of Volume 30. On the cover of Volume 30, we can see that each of the Zodiac 12 have their hands in a different position. Periston and Sayu have their hands behind their backs. And we know from Kurapika's dowsing chain that Sayu is probably a traitor. Ging, Mizaistom, and Kanzai have their hands hidden in their pockets. We are curious about what these three have in common, since the meaning behind this has not been revealed yet. Number 20. The Person Who Called Shonark. Right after the fight between Hisoka and Chrollo and Shonark had a conversation on the phone about meeting up on the Black Whale. After the phone call was over, Shonark was waiting for Kortopi and thought, Kortopi's taken a while. Taking a dump? Just as his phone starts to ring, Hisoka comes out of the bathroom with Kortopi's decapitated head. Shonark drops his phone, runs toward Hisoka, but ends up getting killed. There are many unanswered questions about this scene, such as who was calling Shonark, and whether it is related to Naon's fortune-telling in the York New City arc. Number 21. Hisoka's words, 2 down, 10 to go. This is Hisoka's line just after he kills Shonark and Kortopi, after finishing his fight with Chrollo. You may be wondering who these 10 people are, and what is the meaning behind this spider drawn. Dark Continent arc. Number 22. The Identity of Beyond Netero. The king of the Kaken Empire says in his speech, "We have succeeded in recruiting the most qualified person to lead the Dark Continent expedition, the son of the legendary professional hunter, Isaac Netero. Beyond Netero." And Beyond suddenly appears in the scene. The Zodiac 12 were also surprised and suspicious, saying, "I heard that he is a lifelong hermit, but we should verify the truth first." After Beyond's speech, the Zodiac 12 were convinced that Beyond was Netero's son. However, there is still no definite indication that Beyond is really Netero's son. We can't wait to find out the truth about Beyond, including his abilities. Number 23. Why Gon's aura doesn't appear. After being transformed into Gon-san, Gon was dying, but he was saved by Killua and Nanika. However, after his revival, he tried to use Nen, but his aura did not come out. In Hunter x Hunter, where Nen battles are at the center of the story, it's hard to imagine Gon, the main character, not being able to use Nen for a long time, right? In the current Black Whale arc, the main character is Kurapika, but it will be interesting to see if Gon will regain his position if he can use Nen again in the future. Number 24. 5,000 Chimeras. According to Jing's prediction, Periston will send 5,000 Chimera Ants against the Hunters Association. Ging also says in a conversation with Cheadle, the day Netero sacrificed himself, 100 large airships and maintenance in a hangar owned by the Hunter Association headed for East Gorteau. They picked up around 5,000 cocoons, hybrid cocoons that the Chimera Ants had left around. Every single one of them can use Nen, and they've probably all hatched by now. Periston wants to play with them. He wants a big garden to play with them in, too. What is Periston trying to do with 5,000 Chimera Ants? We are very curious about what his goal is. Currently, Ging and Periston are working with the Hunters side by side with Beyond Netero, and we can't wait to see what will happen in the future. Number 25. The true identity of Don Freaks. Although his actual appearance has not yet been revealed, we think that he is related to Gon and Ging, as they share the same name. Don Freaks explored the entire coast of Mobius more than 300 years ago and wrote the book Journey to the New World. Journey to the New World is divided into 2 volumes, East and West. Only the East volume has been found, while the other is still missing. According to Ging, it's because Don Freaks is still writing the second part of the Journey to the New World. We expect that he will show up in future chapters in the Dark Continent, but it is one of the biggest mysteries. Number 26. Nanika's relationship with the Zoldyck family. It is said that Zig Zoldyck may have brought back a gaseous life form, I, one of the 5 threats from the Dark Continent during the expedition with Netero and Line, but the truth is still unknown. The fact that Nanika is an I is almost certain, as Nanika and I's behavior are similar, but it is unknown why it is possessed on Aluka. Number 27. Jing's Nen ability. He showed his ability once in front of Periston, but it was actually Leorio's ability, as he said, I can usually duplicate a punch ability once I get hit by it. In the scene where he meets Gon again, he says, I taught Kite everything he knows about Nen. His crazy slots has a number that only comes up when he really doesn't want to die. If he's alive, that's probably why. Is this related to Jing's Nen ability? This is one of the questions to which all the readers want the answer. Number 28. The front and back covers of Volume 35 and 36. In Volume 35, in the author's note, there is a drawing of an eye, and the word I written. In Volume 36, it is a drawing of lips, and the text is, spoilers, I dare say. The cover of the same volume shows the members of the Phantom Troupe. There are many theories that Illumi has already lost his life. This is because his mouth is not drawn, and the proverb, dead men tell no tales. But we don't know if this is true yet. Number 29. Neon Nostrad's present. Crollo stole the ability Lovely Ghostwriter from Neon in the York New City arc. On the Black Whale, Shizuku asks Crollo, can you read my fortune again? I think it will give us a clue. To which Crollo replies, I'm afraid I can't. It is missing from my book. After that, Shizuku replies, that book of yours is like a death note. So we expect that Neon has lost her life already. However, the truth about Neon's present condition has not yet been confirmed. Number 30. Crollo Lucifer and the number 37564. Crollo Lucifer appears in chapter 366. There are also cockroaches in the scene and the number 37564. It can be read as massacre or kill them all. An expression that reminds us of Togashi's statement at the beginning of this video, that all the members of the Phantom Troupe will die. If it's true, then this is one of the most interesting foreshadowing yet. Number 31. 5 threats and their reward. Here are the 5 threats from the Dark Continent. First is the botanical weapon Bryon, a sphere guarding a mysterious ancient ruin. Then, the codependent gaseous life form of desire, I. Next is the twin-tailed snake, Hellbell, a creature that infects its prey with homicidal desire. There is also the human-keeping beast, Pap, and finally, the immortality sickness Zobai disease that causes bottomless despair. There are also 5 rewards: the unmanned rock, an inexhaustible stone that generates electricity when submerged in water, the herb for all illnesses, nitro rice, the ultimate secret to longevity, the Trinity Elixir, the mother solution to all liquids, and the Metallion, known as the alchemy plant. Meruem, the Chimera Ant, is so strong that even the strongest hunter, Netero, could not defeat him without losing his life. So just how more dangerous are the 5 threats? Extra Edition. Number 32, Sheila's Identity, D-Hunter. This is a story that appeared in Volume 0, the prequel of the main story, when Sheila wandered into the forest of the Kurta clan. She gives to Kurapika and Pyro a copy of D-Hunter as thanks. We wonder if more of this will appear in the main story. Whether or not all the mysteries that we've mentioned will be revealed depends entirely on Togashi-sensei. Hunter x Hunter is so shrouded in mystery that even its author's long rest seems mysterious. Ever since the start of the story, Hunter x Hunter continues to be loved by readers because we want to uncover its many mysteries. Whether or not Togashi-sensei will continue Hunter x Hunter without a long break is the biggest and most difficult mystery of them all. Please, Togashi-sensei, all of us from Hunter x Hunter Institute, we beg you to continue. This was a summary of 33 mysteries in Hunter x Hunter that have yet to be resolved. Thank you so much for watching our videos. If you think there are other mysteries in the story that we haven't mentioned in this video, please share them with us in the comments section. See you in the next video.